been an episode of the Bourbon Experience, and we have two things going for us. Two things going for us here in Central Ohio. One, in the midst of all this rain, we have the MLS champions right here, baby. MLS champions. Let's go. Go Bulls.
Right.
Go Bulls.
Yeah, take that, LA. And by the way,
3 times.
Hell is real for Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You have to go down for that.
Yeah, you have to go down to hell to get through that. All right. So that's one thing. And then the other thing that we have is we're really close to Kentucky and we have bourbon.
Another bourbon, please.
There you go. So those are the two things that we got going for us. And so we're going to celebrate an MLS championship with the Columbus Crew by having some E.H. Taylor here. We've done a handful of shows on just a small batch, which is continually... Wait, did you guys pour this all over the bottle?
It's sloppy.
So, this was a full bottle just a second ago, but I guess you poured half of it. Anyways.
You're exaggerating a little bit, aren't you?
Alex got his hands on the rye and the bottle in Bond Rye, by the way. And I've never had it. I don't think you've had it, have you?
I've not had it.
And you have not had it. So Alex is the only one that's had it so far.
Yeah, I had to crack it open and try it. Make sure it was okay to break down.
So you did have a little bit of this.
I did.
Because what I was doing is I was sort of comparing levels. Somebody had been sucking that guy down.
Yeah, somebody last week that was their sip last week. Don't you remember? in our video?
That's one heck of a sip.
Yeah.
It was yummy going down.
Hopefully, he spilled a little into the glass.
So anyway, we're gonna do a little comparison. We already know where we feel with the small batch, but we're kind of excited to get our hands on.
So there aren't many different E.H. Taylor spirits as far as their line. They've got the small batch, the straight rye, single barrel. And I believe that's all that I saw when I was looking. There might have been
I think they got a barrel proof.
Yeah, I think
the barrel proof. But this is the only rye that they've got.
I don't care. Do we want to try the rye first?
Yeah, I do.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's do the rye first.
Do the rye.
Of course.
Look at the legs on that one. Or the garter bell, I should say.
That garter belt's pretty viscous.
So they don't talk about how much rye.
So I was looking into that.
Do you mind if I start drinking?
Yeah, the mash bill is rye. I don't know the percentages, but it's rye,
It's a low percentage
malt,
rye.
no corn.
No corn. So rye.
Okay.
Oh, really?
No corn.
No corn.
So that
Sazerac has corn. This does not.
So this is a separate rye bill. So this is an unpublished rye bill that they have then.
I didn't see the percentages. Yeah.
Because their mash bill 4 is their rye bill.
Yeah.
I didn't notice this.
For Sazerac.
It's a copper distilled.
Copper pot instead of a coffee pot.
Yeah, I didn't realize that originally. It's the same way with the small batch.
And they're both 100.
Which is probably why it has that different little flavor, which is nice. Well, you definitely get I got spearmint on that one. A lot of spearmint.
See, I don't get that spearmint, but what I get a lot of somewhere between a molasses cookie and a gingerbread cookie because it's pretty sweet.
It's got a nice hug.
Yeah.
I get a lot of rye.
Yeah, I get a touch of the spearmint, but I'm getting more of a kind of spice nature with this one than I am with that other stuff.
Yeah.
Other stuff.
So mine starts off with the spearmint. Then I get some, I don't know if it's a spice or a pepper or what that is in the middle, and then kind of definitely pepper at the very end. But that's to me a typical rye.
Mm-hmm.
But you see,
I think it's a little bit.
I don't get that with every rye. I don't get like that.
Well,
what you see that spearmint is when I talked about that one time with breathing in, and you get that minty feeling on the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
I don't get that with this.
I'll try it again, but I would just say it's more pronounced. It's cleaner, I would say.
This is sweeter and cleaner than most of the ryes I think we've tried. I think there's a little bit of pepper in the finish to go along with the rest of the spices.
But with those spices, this is the kind of rye that you do want to have, oddly enough, during Christmas season.
Yeah,
I mean, it does.
I'm with you.
It does fit the bill.
It's probably for me up there with one of my more favorite ryes. I'm not as much of a rye guy as this one. I like it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It's for 100 proof rye. It's tasty.
Yeah, you'd have to be functionally deficient in every mental faculty to be turning down a glass of this.
Well, what I like about it is it does just keep going.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
It doesn't drop off at any point. So
That's fair.
Yeah, that's good.
You've got a very clear like beginning to the palate, mid palate, and then finishing off like the barrel notes and everything like that. And it just kind of adapts and smooths right along.
I wonder if that's the copper still, because
I would think so.
Because every time I've had something, there's usually I get a longer lasting flavor. You get it with this one, with M&O,
Their copper pot distilled.
you get a longer flavor out of that one. Or if not, it's either that or it's the non-chilled filter, which I don't think this is non-chilled filtered. But those usually, one of the other ones usually create this longer lasting type flavor that I've noticed. All right, well, let's jump over to.
I already done that.
You already did? You just can't go wrong.
Yeah, the rye was very good,
You just can't.
but the small batch is
So
just so smooth.
So smooth and so different than a lot of other bourbons.
Yeah.
That, to me, yeah, that's. I'm glad you was able to get hands on it and try it.
Yeah.
To me, it does not compare to the bourbon, the small batch bourbon. That's just. I'm eager to if I ever got my hands on a full proof or whatever, a single barrel, whatever, that would be wonderful.
You never mentioned that before.
I might have never mentioned it. Potentially have mentioned it a handful of times.
Oh, you mentioned it every time you open.
Just about, yeah. So, yeah.
Was that sarcasm?
So yeah, I would say that for me, I'm going to go with the rye. That's not, or the bourbon. That's shocker, right? What do you think?
I'd probably stick with the small batch, but that said, I mean that is a superb rye.
Yeah,
on
it is.
all accounts. And any time that you want to pour me a glass of that, Alex, the answer is yes, and thank you.
And we
That's
could.
right.
And may I have another?
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
It might be worthwhile mentioning again that this is the first time we've stumbled across a bottle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Over the last over a year, looking for really neat stuff.
You bourbon. I think bourbon, situationally, Christmas time, I'll pull out the Straight Rye.
Yeah.
Like Nathan said, I think it's a great Christmas whiskey to drink.
Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. Just another opportunity for us to, share, getting our hands on a rare bottle, which seems to be happening more and more frequently. So if you were like us and we're like, man, when we first started, we're like, we're never going to get our hands on anything. Hang in there. It'll come around. You just get, you'll find it sooner or later and then be able to enjoy it like we have. So thanks a lot for tuning in.
For all bourbon.
Thanks, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.